Syncretistic traditions are very much, in terms of the latter, things that there's only so much we can know about them from the outside, right? Okay, and so Santeria, right, is what we're looking at specifically in Cuba, right, combining elements from West African religious indigenous traditions with Catholicism. But so the idea here is that, again, these are all syncretistic because they kept indigenous traditions, spirits, and rituals alive, right, by masking them under a dominant religious Abrahamic. So on the surface, it might be called something different, right, than the way that it is practiced in private, or the names that it goes by in private. Syncretistic traditions are very much, in terms of the latter, things that there's only so much we can know about them from the outside, right? You'd really have to participate within the traditions to get a more accurate understanding. So you'll often see a lot of rituals in syncretistic African traditions to involve mediumship, right? Where someone who is identified as a healer or a sensitive, right, is able to invoke or communicate with something in the supernatural realm, right? Something beyond what we can see with our current physical senses. Again, whether that be a natural spirit, an ancestral spirit, some sort of animistic force, whatever it is, right? The idea is that someone has to put themselves in a position to get that access, right? And so this will often, again, it could be dancing, it could be singing, often convulsing, right? But you'll see a lot of these types of activities in syncretistic worship, right? And the idea is, again, that you're bringing out an ecstatic experience to provide a connection, right, to another plane, to get information, to get favors, right? So it's just important to know that this way of interact, it's a much more personal relationship, right? It's much more individualistic.